Every year in Guernsey County, Ohio, the first sign of fall is the annual Paul Bunyan Show. Since 1957, folks have been gathering to celebrate all things timber. From the latest innovations in logging equipment to chainsaws, sawmills, log splitters, and processors, and anything else you could possibly need to make productive use of wood products. Hosted by the Ohio Forestry Association, I look forward to this show every year for the equipment showcases, lumberjack competitions, educational seminars, wood crafts, and Paul and Babe, the big blue ox.
All right, well, it is fall, and we are at the Guernsey County Fairgrounds in Cambridge, Ohio for
Paul Bunyan Show.
Yes, this is our second year coming to the Paul Bunyan Show, and we're pretty excited about it. Now, I'm here looking for two things today. One, on our house build, I've decided I've got to have a way to utilize the firewood that we have from our sawmill. So I'm going to look at outdoor wood boilers, and then there's another company that's got a product that's going to help me cut those timber posts for my front porch. And I need that tomorrow because I'm going to get started on building that porch. So that's the main things that I'm going to look at. But as always, we're going to go around and we're going to look for anything new and exciting. And we have several sponsors that are here that we want to just say hi and give them a big thank you. What are you looking forward to?
Probably the axe throwing.
Axe throwing? Is there axe throwing?
I thought when we sat down on that podium last
Oh, yeah, they did competitions and stuff. That's right. All right, well, let's get into it and see what we can find. Of course, I had to stop by and see my buddies here at Split Fire. There they are running the splitter that we've got at the house, but there's one product I wanted to share with you that is relatively new for them, and that's this bucket. This is a pretty cool little attachment that goes on your skid steer quick attach, and you can pick up logs with it and buck the end of it. And you know, if you cut firewood, you grab it with the grapple. Well, you've got to figure out where you can make your cuts, and then you've got to drop it and pick it up a different way or cut it on the ground. So this is a pretty cool solution if you're cutting logs into firewood very often. All right, so we stopped by the Easton Made booth next because Andrew Easton set us up with that grapple for our 4820, and it's been amazing. He's got a new wood splitter out called the Apex, and you know, this machine here comes with the wedge, got the log table, the log lift, pretty much everything you could need. So he fired it up here just to show us what it'll do. So tell me a little bit about it.
Well, this is our Apex splitter. Our Ultras are really popular lower end splitter, so it fits a budget for a lot of guys. So what we've done with the Apex is we've taken that Ultra and we have added all of the features that you normally find on our big splitter. So you have electric stir, you have log lift, you have auto cycle, log cradles, and hydraulic adjustable wood. So it has everything that somebody would need all in that machine at a really, really attractive price point. And this machine right now is priced at $8,000, so it is a very, very competitive price that most guys can afford. And you have all those options.
Right. Definitely a capable machine. That's awesome.
Oh, it works really nice. We're really happy with the way it turned out. It's been great.
Right. Thanks for showing it to us, man, and I appreciate you working with us.
Well, thanks for coming out. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, I told you I was going to check out outdoor wood boilers because I feel like maybe that's what we need for our new house build and to heat our shop. We got all that sawmill wood that's just laying there waiting to be used. That's free heat source. So I'm here with Rick, and he's a dealer with Crown Royal Stoves in Newark, Ohio, and he's going to tell me a little bit about why this might be a good choice for us.
Okay, so the concept of starting wood is save money. So we have two different types of burners. This is going to be a traditional burn wood. This is going to burn coal or slab wood, firewood, wood, whatever you want to put in. We set the stove up. BTUs, what's required to heat your house. We're going to heat a house and shop, and we're going to use a bigger stove that's going to be like this one right here.
Okay.
So If you want to burn a drier seasoned wood and you want to burn less wood, then we're going to look at a gasification stove.
Okay.
Gasification is the newest, latest, greatest way of burning wood, where we're actually smoldering, we're gasifying wood, and we're burning the gas off of it, and it'll burn like a torpedo heater in the bottom of the stove.
Oh, wow.
You know.
Okay.
So there's several ways you can do this. There's going to be several ways you can cook up. But the idea is you can cut your own firewood. You can heat your house for free.
Okay. That's what I'm looking for now. I have a unique situation because what I'm burning, what I have access to mostly, are slabs off of my sawmill. They might be anything from pine to oak. So how is that going to work in a unit like this?
It's going to work just fine in here. The only thing with slab wood, it's really cold outside. You want a little bit of tension.
Right.
So slab wood is the most hard. Slab wood builds quick and fast.
Right.
So I tell everybody burn what you have. I've got bigger stoves than this that only heat slab.
Okay.
Because they'll buy a bundle of slab wood for $10.
Right. Yeah.
You know. So the economic side of slab wood is perfect.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe just a little more work.
It's going to be a little more work. This stove right here is almost 4 feet deep. So,
that's what I was noticing.
It's pretty good size stove. Yeah. We make one bigger than this one.
Wow.
That's got a 4-foot door on it. You can actually set pallets of wood.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the general concept is we would run piping like in the flooring of our shop as we build it. And
there's radiant heat, there's overhead heaters, there's radiators in the furnace. I mean, there's all different ways we can bring it in.
Okay.
The main thing is we are heating hot water with the wood, and we're piping hot water into your building with insulated lines and whatever you got.
Awesome.
As far as the shop's concerned, you can't beat radiant flooring.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you pull an ice cold vehicle inside, covered in ice, melts everything off of it, and the floor dries out.
Yeah, that sounds how I want to live.
Right.
All right, well, Rick, thank you very much for talking to us.
Okay, no problem.
And definitely going to check into this.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Well, Caden's always looking for pocket knives, and so we stopped at the little stand, and we met a guy who was selling pocket knives, and so we each got one. What's yours?
Vortex.
Vortex. I think that's what mine is too. That's nice. That's a good one. All right, keep it in your pocket. Now I'm here with Cecil with Portage and Main wood stoves. What Portage and Main? You said optimizer?
It's an Ultimizer.
Ultimizer.
Yep.
Okay.
This is the coal series. It will burn coal and wood. It's made out of Canada. They're built to heat.
Yeah. Right on. A lot of great folks up there.
Yes.
So, and I'm sure you know how to take care of winter.
Yep.
So tell me a little bit about this setup and how it would work with our house build that I was telling you about.
So this is just like similar to most boilers. They hold water, fire heats the water. These are a little bit different because they hold less water and the whole bottom is refractory cement, which holds heat.
Yeah.
And these are a little different than some of the other stoves that have big blowers. This has one blower. It blows air below and above the fire, and once the fire gets hot, it burns the gas, and you'll get no smoke.
Okay. They call that a gasifier?
Well, it's called gasification.
Gasification.
An actual gasifier stove is a downdraft. People have named these the updraft gasifier because they do burn the gas.
Yeah, well that's interesting.
And you will burn to 2/3 to a half less wood than a traditional outdoor stove.
Okay. All right, now one of my concerns has been, with slabs, you have a traditional wood stove, slabs are not necessarily always the best choice. So how's that going to work with this?
Well, this will burn anything. It'll burn slabs, rounds, split. My opinion, I love slabs because they're hard to cut.
Yes.
And It's a good thing if you're going to burn slabs to mix your wood.
Okay.
You can burn all slabs, but when thinner flat wood will burn faster.
Right. Yeah. And I always have a good mix of sizes, so I don't think that would be too big of a problem.
Yeah.
Now you were telling me something that I'd never really heard anybody do.
Yeah.
And that is that you're going to burn sawdust.
I'm going to burn sawdust.
How does that work?
I have a sawmill, so all my slabs is free wood. And all my sawdust, I never found a way of using it. I use it for animal bedding, but you can never get rid of enough of it.
Yeah.
So if you have burlap sacks, paper bags, bundle it up, keep it in a barrel. Every time you load your stove, throw in 3 or 4 bags.
No kidding. And have you done this already?
I've used that method, and it does work.
That's awesome. I'm going to be trying that.
They also, if you use paper bags with sawdust, they make perfect fire starters.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, they would.
So all you do is throw a bag in, throw your kindling on top, you light the bag.
All right, well, Cecil is actually a dealer of the Portage and Maine stoves, and you are Muskingum Outdoor Boilers in Zanesville, Ohio?
Zanesville, Ohio.
Right on. Well, Cecil, thanks for talking to us, man. It's nice to meet you.
You too. You got one fan. It's not a big giant fan either.
Right.
You have one digital aquastat. You have one manual aquastat as your backup. So if this fails, you got this one.
Nice.
It's not, there's no computer.
Yes.
There's no fancy electronics. These are your supply. You always pull hot water from the bottom. These are your returns.
Cut one for your dad, man.
Nice, nice. All right, guys, so this is one of the reasons I came to the show, because we've got our timbers to cut for the front porch of our house build, and I heard about this product, and it's gonna allow me to cut nice flat ends for my posts. That way my timbers set nice and flat and they don't rock around on it. You know how it is trying to cut them with a chainsaw. You can't get a good straight cut. Well, this product is the solution to that. Look at that. See, nice and uniform. Now see, this is what I'm talking about. I've got those big pine beams I'm getting ready to build my porch out of, and I gotta be able to cut them good and straight. Doesn't get much better than that. That's a cool product, guys. Tell me a little bit about it. How do you go about setting this up?
All right, so basically the way this thing was born is my brother was building a pole barn. He was trying to cut 8x8 posts off 14 foot in the air, and trying to think what's a safe, what's an efficient, what's an accurate way to do it.
Right.
So he's a machinist by trade, and so he obviously came up with a model that he used that he was able to do that, and that's been probably 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And so we've obviously tweaked it, and we're on probably version 45 at this point. Well, we've added an angle gauge to the top of it. We've added a level bubble to the top of it. So obviously the square post is what it was born using, but then the round post, obviously they're not all true. So
angle gauge, so if you don't want the rainwater to come off the top, you can make a nice cut.
If you want to trim your fence post to where water doesn't stand, or if you're, want to go around and build a garden bed, you cut a 45-degree angle. You can use it in, obviously this is a vertical fashion.
Yeah.
Or we can set and use it, if you want to use it as a chop saw. I've always dreaded building decks because I've got to cut 6x6s, 8x8s off, and I've got to cut them all the way around. We've set it up on a 2x4 and just used it essentially. That's
Shoot, that's a lot better than the way I do it.
Works a lot better.
Yeah.
A little quicker anyway.
Circles all the way around and then go.
Yeah, that's right, and then you end up with a little offset step in the middle of it.
Exactly. We added the angle gauge to the top, so in this case we've got it set up on a 22.5-degree angle, but it just follows that angle.
Yeah.
Here's obviously cutting it straight, but here's what it was born to do. Off a ladder, and you're trying to cut a big post and cut it true.
So y'all have seen me do that. Climb the side of my pole barn to cut off that last one, and I'm trying to one-hand it, and wrap my legs around it and make that cut. But look at this. It's hanging there without anybody.
We're trying to get, keep Moshe come to see.
That's right. That's what I need, a little bit of that around.
Yeah.
So, do you have to modify your saw to make this work?
You don't. Here's the way it's set up. Every saw that has a bar stud,
Yeah.
most are going to have two. So that thread pattern is going to be either an 8mm thread or a 5/16 on most all saws. So basically what we've got is we've machined this axle to have an 8mm thread on one side and a 5/16 on the other.
Right.
So a lot of times, you use attachments, guides, where you got to put them on your saw and then you got to take them all back off. So
Right.
what we've done is built this axle. We replace your nut.
Okay.
So you want to cut this off, use it, you can take it down and go cut firewood with it.
Right.
And so basically you're going to marry this up to your saw. It stays with it. And then we'll show you later how we set the bushing, line everything up to this saw.
All right, so I see this has got like a set screw or whatever right here. So this limits how far it'll turn around, don't
It
it?
does. Basically, when we first did it, we didn't have this pin, this safety pin in it. But what we wanted to do is we want to be able to control the motion of the saw. So if we're sitting here and we're, on a ladder, we don't want this to be able to swing back and hit us in the face, or we don't want it to be able to come around and get us. So
Yeah.
that bushing has got that control slot in it. It's going to control the motion of that saw to where it can't get you.
Right. That's fantastic. I really like it.
Works pretty good.
Yeah. Well, guys, me and Caden have been all around the show, and we've had a pretty good time so far. We saw some pretty cool things, but I ran into some guys I know. This is Cowboy Steve.
How you doing?
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to finally meet you. We're neighbors.
Yes, neighbors, and he comments on my channel, and he's got a channel of his own, and so it's really cool to meet him for the first time. This guy here, he's wearing me out today. And then you all know Brock. Brock, it's good to see you again, man.
Yeah, I came 13 hours just to say hi to Lucas.
Yeah. So, all right, see you.
I definitely would not want to be in there.
All right, when I walked in the gate, I asked Caden, what do you want to go see? And the first thing he said was,
Log ox.
we like our log ox, and they got a pretty cool splitter here, and he was letting Caden use their log lifter on their splitter. It worked out great. It's pretty cool.
I got two hats around.
How many hats you gonna wear home, son?
Probably 3. At the end of the day, 3. I got an owl.
That's pretty cool, man. I like it.
It's like a trophy.
What are you gonna name it?
Owl Borland.
Owl Borland.
There's a bullseye. Looks like you cut it. All you have to do is cut the color to get the higher point behind you. Bullseye, let me hear it.
Sounds like your dirt bike before you blew it up. All right, Caden, well, it was a pretty good show. What do you think?
This is Owl Borland.
Caden got a new friend. He named him Owl Borland. I like it. The chainsaw carvings are pretty cool. Yeah, you like the lumberjack show, huh? What was your favorite part of the lumberjack show?
The nutcracker.
So the guy jumping on, the guy was spinning the log and he fell and kind of, yeah, he did the splits across the log, and Caden thought it was hilarious. It's pretty good. All right, well, we about ready to head
Owl
on?
Borland did too.
Yeah, Al thought it was funny. All right. Well, guys, we really enjoyed the Paul Bunyan show this year, and we hope you guys enjoyed the video. We appreciate Flat Top Products and Split Fire and Easton Made and all those companies that are working with us, and we appreciate you for watching. Until next time,
Get outside and enjoy you guys' creation. It's beautiful out here.
y'all have a good day.
Yay, yay.